What the rich do every month that the poor don't. Have you ever looked at wealthy people and wondered, how do they keep getting richer even when the economy seems against everyone else? It's not luck, and it's not always about earning more. It's about what they do consistently every single month that most people never think about. The truth is, financial success isn't built in one big moment. It's crafted through quiet, repeated actions that compound over time. Today, you're going to discover the exact monthly habits that separate the rich from everyone else. By the end of this video, you'll have a blueprint you can start using right away to build real wealth, no matter where you're starting from. But before we dive in, make sure you subscribe and tap that notification bell so you don't miss the next life-changing money insight that could shift your future forever. Let's start with the first thing the rich do every month. They review their numbers. They know exactly what came in, what went out, and where their money is working for them. Most people avoid checking their finances because it makes them uncomfortable, but the rich treat their numbers like a health report. It tells them how strong or weak their financial body is. They look at their cash flow, investments, and savings like an athlete checks performance stats. Awareness isn't optional, it's power. Second, they pay themselves first, automatically. Before bills, before expenses, before lifestyle spending, they move a portion of their income into investments or savings. To the average person, this sounds backward. Shouldn't you pay bills first? But the wealthy understand that if you don't make your financial growth a priority, everything else will eat it up. Paying yourself first turns saving into a system, not a struggle. The third thing the rich do is evaluate opportunities, not just costs. When most people see a $200 course or a $100 investment app, they see loss. The rich see potential return. They ask, what will this bring back to me? They don't chase every shiny idea, but they do think in terms of growth. That's why they keep finding ways to make their money multiply, because their mindset is trained to see possibilities where others see limits. Finally, every month, the rich audit their habits, not just their accounts. They ask, what did I do this month that brought me closer to my goals, and what held me back? They look at patterns, emotions, and decisions. They understand that wealth isn't just numbers, it's behavior. When you fix the habits, the results follow. Those small actions might not seem dramatic, but they're the foundation of every long-term fortune. And the deeper you look, the more you'll realize how different their routines truly are. The next thing the rich do every single month is track their net worth, not just their income. Most people only focus on how much they earn, but the wealthy focus on how much they keep and how much their assets are growing. Income can fluctuate, but net worth tells the truth. They measure it monthly, just like you'd measure your progress at the gym. If it's not improving, they know something in their system needs adjustment, and that's the key. Rich people treat money like a measurable skill, not a mystery. Then there's something most people never do. They review and rebalance their investments. While the average person deposits money and forgets about it, the wealthy check where their money is sitting. They make sure their portfolio matches their goals and risk tolerance. If something's underperforming, they shift it. If an opportunity is growing, they strengthen their position. They don't gamble, they optimize. That's how they stay ahead, even when markets dip. Next, the rich spend time every month learning something that improves their financial intelligence. It could be reading, taking a course, or studying trends. While the poor often use time for entertainment, the rich use time for elevation. They know information is currency. What you know determines what you can earn and how you manage it. Every bit of knowledge compounds, just like money does. Another thing they do? They network with intention. Every month they reach out to people who inspire or challenge them. Not in a desperate or superficial way, but strategically. They understand that opportunities rarely come from strangers. They come from relationships. The poor often isolate or only associate with people at the same financial level. The rich, however, position themselves around thinkers, mentors, and innovators. They don't compete with their circle, they grow with it. And here's a quiet habit that might surprise you. The rich review their goals every month and adjust course. Most people set goals once a year, then forget them. The wealthy treat goals like a GPS. They check if they're still en route. Maybe their spending needs tweaking, or a new business idea demands focus. They don't wait for New Year's to make changes. They act now. That agility keeps them moving while others get stuck. Lastly, they dedicate time monthly to reflect and express gratitude. It might sound small, but gratitude keeps them grounded. It reminds them of progress and protects them from greed or burnout. Wealth without gratitude feels empty, and they know it. By staying thankful, they stay motivated. The difference isn't always in effort, it's in consistency. The rich do these things month after month until they become automatic. And there's one more thing they do that ties it all together, something that keeps their momentum unstoppable. The final thing the rich do every single month is plan their next move before life forces them to. They don't wait for emergencies or surprises to make financial decisions. They anticipate them. They review upcoming expenses, forecast business changes, and set aside reserves before problems arise. While most people react to money stress, the rich pre-act. That's why when crises hit, they don't crumble, they pivot. Their stability comes from preparation, not perfection. Each month, they also make time to analyze their emotional relationship with money. That might sound unusual, but it's crucial. They ask themselves, what made me anxious about money this month? Did I make decisions based on fear or strategy? See, wealth isn't just a numbers game, it's emotional discipline. The rich train themselves to stay calm when others panic. When markets crash, they see discounts. When others retreat, they research. Emotional control turns chaos into opportunity. They also celebrate progress, no matter how small, not by splurging, but by acknowledging effort. This reinforces positive behavior. Most people ignore progress because they're too focused on what they don't have yet. The rich know that confidence grows through acknowledgement. Each milestone fuels the next. Every month, they take time to give back. Sometimes with money, sometimes with mentorship, sometimes through time. This isn't charity for show, it's strategy. Giving keeps them connected to purpose. It resets perspective and reminds them that wealth has meaning only when it creates value beyond themselves. It's not about guilt, it's about balance. And perhaps the most defining difference is that the rich treat every month as a report card for their mindset. They don't say, I'll do better next year. They ask, what can I improve right now? They treat financial success like fitness. It's daily discipline, not occasional effort. The poor often wait for motivation to act. The rich build systems that make progress automatic. Now think about this. What if, starting this month, you adopted even 2 of these habits? Imagine tracking your net worth instead of just your income. Imagine paying yourself first, reviewing your goals monthly, and learning one new financial skill every 30 days. Within a year, your entire outlook would shift. Not because you earned more, but because you thought differently. That's the real secret. The rich don't just work for money. They make money work for them, one deliberate month at a time. Success isn't about luck, it's about rhythm. And the moment you align your habits with that rhythm, you stop surviving and start building wealth that lasts. If this opened your eyes, hit subscribe, tap like, and share it with someone who's ready to break free from the paycheck cycle. Remember, wealth doesn't start with money. It starts with mindset, consistency, and a plan you repeat until it becomes your new normal.